Hello everyone, we recently surpassed 1 million views on all videos on this channel. So I decided to create a video where you will see all my work from the last 9 months. This video will support me a lot if you watch it, so feel free to play it in the background while you play some other game, or just watch it and remind with me my journey on YouTube so far. Video starts with the newest short and ends with the oldest, so how big difference can you see? Enjoy the video!
Work is virtue. Praise our great leader.
Today I decided to give away 3 games for free. We hit 1 million views today, so I have some prizes for you. The first prize is RIMWORLD, the second prize is Prison Architect, and the third prize is Frospunk 1. What are the rules? The first rule is to subscribe to this channel. The second rule is to like this video. And lastly, write in the comments what game you want. So you write, I want RIMWORLD, I want Prison Architect, or I want Frospunk. Everyone has only one comment. If you write more, only a random one will be counted. There will be 3 winners, so you have much bigger chance to win than last time. The end of the competition is on Monday, 21st of April. Good luck and good night. How to make your guards stronger in Prison Architect. We all know that without guards you can't have a good prison, but now I'll give you tips on how to make them Terminators. The first type is tasers. You have to research them first, and then your guards have to take a course called Guard Taser Certification. After that, your officers will automatically be equipped with tasers, and they will be much stronger. Good night. There are all ways to get steel in RIMWORLD. Non-renewable ways to get steel are mining. You just need to find a deposit of steel and extract it. Deconstruction is the second way. Dismantling of steel structures can give you small amount of steel. Semi-renewable, trading, bulk goods traders, and faction bases specifically. Visitors carry 200 to 300 steel, and orbital traders carry 500 to 800. Electric smelters. You can melt steel slag chunks or weapons to get steel. Weapons and armor based on the item smelted will give 25% of their original cost. Semi-renewable methods. Shredding mechanoids. Mechanoids can be shredded at a machining table or, much less efficiently, at a crafting spot. With DLC royalty, you can use steel drop permit, 250 steel for free every 40 days. Mining camps can randomly spawn as a quest in the Ideology DLC. You need to kill the defense and have enough carrying power to carry all the materials home. Renewable. Deep drills. Each scan can give a deposit of up to 12,000 steel, and the ground will never run out of deposits. The last method is a long-range mineral scanner. Equa is a Neolithic melee weapon that deals heavy stabbing damage. Equa leaves deep wounds with a high risk of bleeding or taking a limb. You can melt this weapon down and get the steel back. Equas can be crafted at Smithy once the smithing research project is completed. Unlike the other melee weapons, the Equa doesn't exist in real life with the same name. The real-life equivalent of the Equa is the Equa. Thank you for 750,000 views. What should I do when we will hit 1 million? Write in the comment. Good night. How to make retarded colonists in RIMWORLD. If you own the Anomaly DLC, you can research Bliss Lobotomy. If you perform this dangerous operation that costs bioferrite and some medicine, the colonists will lose most of their skills, and their learning speed will be reduced by 50%. The only positive is the mood buff plus 20. I think this procedure is not very good and almost never pays off. Bliss lobotomies might be attractive to players looking to cut down on the number of prison breaks. Are you using it? If you want to support me, please watch my new short video. That's all for today. Good night. This is no ordinary weapon. DH-17 Blaster Pistol is a true classic in Star Wars, used by rebel soldiers in intense starship battles and even carried by some Imperial officers. In legendary quality, it has a 100% accuracy and good 9 damage. To make it, you will need steel, plasteel, and components. Pure power in the hands of a good soldier. This weapon is from Star Wars Faction Mod. Do you like this weapon? If you want to support me, please watch my new short video. That's all for today. Good night. Gladius is a melee weapon that does a moderate amount of damage, has a moderate cooldown, and deals sharp damage. Surprisingly, Gladius is worse for DPS than a knife. The plasteel knife you get at the start of the crash-landed scenario is better than an excellent steel Gladius. Gladi can be crafted at a smithy once the smithing research is completed. The best material for making Gladiuses is plasteel, and second is bioferrite. The worst material for making Gladiuses is wood. When the Gladius was added, it was originally called Short Sword. Here are some of its old textures. Good night. RIMWORLD berries facts. Berries are special. Even if you eat them raw, you won't get any mood debuff. Harvest yield is 10 from berry bush and 8 from strawberry plant. Berries can also be created by a berry maker dryad. When you eat them, there is only a 2% chance of food poisoning. When you send your colonists on an expedition, they will collect berries in certain biomes. Berries spoil in 14 days if not refrigerated. Were added in version 0.2.363. This is the old berry texture. Good night. What thing has the largest radius of light in RimWorld? The radius is measured in the number of tiles where the light reaches. On 8th place is Campfire with a radius of 7.1 tiles. Bloodtorch has a slightly larger radius, which is 7.8 tiles. In 6th place is the Wall Lamp. Next in line with a radius of 8.5 is the Void Monolith. Standing Lamp is the 4th with a radius of 9 tiles. 11.7 tiles shine far sun lamps, and 2nd place belongs to Pyre. Pyre lights up 13.5 tiles. On the 1st place is Floodlight. Floodlight illuminates 17.5 tiles. Did you know that? Good night. RimWorld competition begins. I have 3 different lucky wheels. 1 winner from each goes to the final. The first one who will reach the final is James Brent 2034. Next finalist is Hanumero 48. And the last one to reach the final is Alamalgaz Final Spin. The winner is numero 48. Congratulations. I wrote you a comment, so don't forget to contact me. Like for more contests. Thank you for everything. Good night. How to win RimWorld for free. I said when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will do a contest. Here are the conditions for participation. You must subscribe to this channel and comment I want RimWorld under this video. If you already have RimWorld, you can win 1 DLC of your choice. If you own everything, we can agree on another strategy game under $25. I will choose from all comments on Saturday 15 one winner. I will contact the winner under his comment. Good night. One fact about every dryad in RimWorld. Carrier. These chunky helpers will haul things where they need to go. Clower. Vulnerable but fearsome. The Clower specializes in damage dealing. Barkskin. Slow but tough. The Barkskin soaks hits for your other fighters. Woodmaker. Generates wood over time. Medicine Maker. Generates herbal medicine over time. Berry Maker. Generates berries over time. Gawmaker. Produces Gorenland sprouts to make new Gorenland trees. Immature Dryad. They can support and protect its tree. After a month, new video just came out. In my opinion, my best, and if you think you don't need to see it because you already know this DLC, give this video a chance. I promise you will like it. Good night. What is the worst weapon in RimWorld? In this video, we will rather focus on which weapon gives the lowest damage. Charged rifle deals 15 damage per shot, but we can go much lower. Revolver deals 12 damage per shot, but that's still not the least. Short bow only gives 11 damage, and one hit from the minigun only does 10 damage. But we can go lower. One shot from machine pistol gives 6 damage. But now we can get to the really weakest weapon in the game. This weapon is the smoke launcher. Smoke launcher gives exactly 0 damage, and is the only weapon in the game that does not take a single life. After a month, new video just came out. In my opinion, my best, and if you think you don't need to see it because you already know this DLC, give this video a chance. I promise you will like it. Good night. RimWorld Clean Sweeper Facts. Clean Sweeper is a mechanoid added by the Biotech DLC. Clean Sweepers can be gestated by Mechaniter and Mech Gestator once the basic MechTech research is completed. Each requires 50 steel and 1 basic subcore. Clean Sweepers are bad for combat. They can only make melee attacks. They are equivalent to a pawn with a melee skill of 4. They are never found in mechanoid raids. Clean Sweepers use 10% of their power per day, and it takes 2 days to charge them to 100%. The only thing they are for is cleaning. They clean 50% slower than a human. I think Clean Sweepers are pretty good. They save a lot of time. I use them almost every time. Do you use them too? Good night. Do you want to win RimWorld for free? So listen, 3 days ago someone wrote me that he wanted RimWorld. I told him that I will gift him RimWorld when I get 1,000 subscribers, but he hasn't responded for 3 days. So I thought I'd make a contest. The winner will get a RimWorld, or if they already own it, they can choose 1 DLC of their choice. If you are interested, please like and subscribe. When we will get close to 1,000 subscribers, I will specify the rules and conditions. Good night. RimWorld Gunlink Facts. The Gunlink is a piece of headwear added by the Royalty DLC. Gunlinks offer no protection or insulation but increase the wearer's shooting accuracy by +3. Gunlink can be crafted or received as a quest reward. In version 1.5.4241, Gunlinks no longer have qualities. Gunlink increases the DPS of all your colonists using it. Now you can look at this graph how Gunlink affects accuracy. Good night. RimWorld Tool Cabinet Facts. Tool Cabinet increases the work speed of nearby production benches by +6%. For maximum boost, you can build 2 because the boost adds up. Tool cabinets can be constructed once the complex furniture research is completed. The bonus may appear small, but it adds up very quickly, especially if you can link the majority of your production to 1 or 2 cabinets. For example, linking to 2 cabinets reduces the time needed to craft marine armor from 17 minutes to 15 minutes. Difference is approximately 6,420 ticks. That is 2 minutes or 2.6 in-game hours per armor. Tool cabinet works on art bench, bioferrite shaper, butcher spot, butcher table, crafting spot, drug lab, electric smithy, electric tailor bench, fabrication bench, fuel smithy, hand tailor bench, machine table, serum lab, stone cutters table. Good night. RIMWORLD tip for beginners. At the start of your colony, your colonists usually don't each have their own luxury bedroom. Usually everyone sleeps together in one room, and I'll show you how to do it effectively and better. First, build the bedside table. Then you put 4 beds around it like this. Be careful its head must touch the bedside table. Then you can add a dresser for even more comfort. All of this gives you up to 8 mood buffs, and that's handy. Attention, the better the quality of the bed, the higher the comfort. Good night. How good is E11 blaster rifle? This weapon was used during the Galactic Civil War. The E11 blaster is the standard rifle of Imperial stormtroopers. It is produced on an advanced fabrication bench. Strong, light, cheap, accurate weapon. This rifle has 6 damage and 0.5 stopping power. For example, an assault rifle has 11 damage and a charge rifle has even 15 damage. Melee damage per second is 5.1. Is this a good weapon? Good night. Pila are spears for throwing. They take a long time to throw, but one hit can do heavy damage. It can be thrown over and over. Pilas can be crafted at a fueled smithy or electric smithy. This weapon deals damage similar to a sniper rifle and has massive stopping power. Pila are known to completely destroy body parts, and that's good. But the bad side is the long time between attacks. But overall, Pila aren't very useful. Even then, bows deal more damage, which is generally more effective. In version 0.4.460, damage was nerfed from 45 to 30. Good night. Meet Kate, the perfect colonist. If you want to lose your mind. Childhood organ farm, no need to explain. Adulthood urban sex slave, no need to say something. Traits, depressive, creepy breathing, annoying voice. Skills, she is not good at anything. She just exists and everyone hates her. Kate may not be a hero, but... Finally, do you have a colonist like Kate? Share your crazy stories. Good night. The minigun is a multi-shot ranged weapon in RIMWORLD. Minigun can be crafted at a machining table once the multi-barrel weapons research has been completed. Each requires 160 steel and 20 components. You can buy them from merchants or they can spawn on all centipede gunners, including those gestated by a colony. However, it is not possible to loot them. The minigun fires 25 shot bursts of rounds which deal a moderate amount of damage each. Raw damage per second is by far the highest out of all non-explosive weapons in the game. Damage is almost double that of the chain shotgun and 2.5 times bigger than the damage of the LMG. Its DPS can exceed even a charge rifle in some cases. Due to its weight, the pawn carrying it will be slightly slower. Good night.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like I don't care. And I'm still standing after all this time.
Are you an alcoholic in RIMWORLD? If so, surely your colonists have ever had cirrhosis. And if not, I will tell you what kind of disease it is. A degenerative liver disease caused by excessive alcohol consumption. An otherwise healthy pawn with cirrhosis will have an immunity gain speed of 70%, making them extremely vulnerable to disease. But don't worry, how can you cure it? The easiest method of treatment is the transplantation of a new liver, or you can use healer mech serum. Don't forget to vote which video you would like for New Year's special. Vote in the comment section. Good night. There are only 2 diseases in RIMWORLD. In other words, only 2 diseases caused by alcohol. One of them is cirrhosis and the other is cancer. In RIMWORLD, it's called carcinoma. You probably don't want these diseases. Therefore, I will tell you how to avoid them. Tolerance above 45% imposes a chance to get cirrhosis and cancer, so when your colonists get close to that number, simply ban them from drinking. Do you like RIMWORLD, Project Zomboid, Prison Architect, or something else? I would like to prepare a long video for the new year, but I don't know about what, so vote in the comments which game you would like to see. Votes will be counted from this video, next video, and from voting in the community section. Good night. Hello, welcome to today's 3rd video. I wanted to give you something for Christmas. My gift for you is 3 videos in one day. I hope you liked them. Give me a Christmas gift too. Please subscribe, it will make me happy, and I will make more content for you. Thank you for everything. Good night. Do you have an organ farm in RIMWORLD? Probably yes. And I would guess that it looks something like this. Well, in this environment, and because you take their blood and organs or sell them, the prisoners will rebel against you. But of course, no one wants that, and I'm going to show you how to solve this problem. Cut off both of their legs. Good night. Do you like Louisville in Project Zomboid? Yes, we all like this place. It is very safe and beautiful. But have you wondered how many Zomboids are there? There are an estimated 40 to 50,000 Zomboids in Louisville. Do you think you could beat them all? Good night. Is your RimWorld Christmas tree so boring? I know you are very interested, so I will show you the solution. Simply build a Christmas tree and put a torch behind it like this. Your tree will be special forever and never be boring again. Good night. You may have noticed the Christmas tree in my previous video, and maybe you don't have it in your game. It's not a mod. To have this tree along with the Christmas party, you just need to own the Ideology DLC. Good night. One day, I was scrolling through the RimWorld wiki looking for inspiration, but I found something I didn't expect. On the page about Boomrat is written, Boomrat Pizza is briefly mentioned in a backstory. What? I have two questions. Does RimWorld have a backstory? I never heard of it. And the second thing is Boomrat Pizza. What do you know about RimWorld backstory? Good night. A new long-awaited update in the Project Zomboid is here, but maybe when you turn on the game you will see this. It's not build 42, and I'll show you how to turn it on. On Steam, right-click on the Project Zomboid game, then click on Properties, click Beta. Now click on Unstable Beta. Congratulations, you now have build 42, but I warn you, you may lose your previous saves. Good night. How good is the IED trap in RimWorld? It can hurt the enemy, but most of the time it is not lethal. I did an experiment in which 20 pirates participated. Each of them stood directly on the mine, and the goal was to find out how many of them would be killed, knocked out, and how many would survive without fatal injuries. The result was that 8 died, 3 were knocked out, and 9 survived without fatal consequences. What do you think about these mines? Good night. I have to apologize. Maybe. About a month ago I said, for some reason we can grow dandelions, daylilies, and roses in the field. When they grow to their maximum, they cannot be harvested, only mowed. In my opinion, these are incredibly useless plants. But I see about 60 comments, and one even has over 100 likes, saying that these 3 flowers are not bad. It is often written here that they are not useless because animals can eat them, but they can also eat hay. And it is better because it can be stored. Another opinion is that it adds beauty. I don't know why I would need to have a beautiful backyard. Let me know what you think in the comments. Good night. We have passed our first month on this planet, and we will celebrate it with work. This was just a small part of my new first video. Go check it out. It won't even take you 10 minutes. The more likes this video gets, the sooner the next video will be. And as my editing skills improve, the next video will be even better. Do not forget to write your opinion and comments in the comments below the video. Thank you. Good night. On the 6th day of our adventure, a man drove up to us. He was a brave man. His weapon was a knife of poor quality. He had no chance of succeeding. Hit, and another hit. Headshot. He had no chance. But he had a chance to escape, but he didn't. He did not know that he would become the first member of the organ farm. But we don't have a good doctor, so after several failed operations, he was harvested and dead. Every colony needs space to expand. Every colony needs a huge map with tons of resources. But can you survive without it? Today, I will play on a 35 by 35 squares large map. And to make it super hard and fun, I will play on the hardest difficulty on the ice sheet, where the lowest temperature is minus 78 degrees and the highest is minus 23 degrees. Did you know that steel walls and doors are flammable in RimWorld? I've been thinking about it for a while and it doesn't make sense to me. In reality, steel melts at a temperature above 1,500 degrees Celsius. So is RimWorld a realistic game? Good night. Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 9. Chimera is a bestial and ferocious entity added by the Anomaly DLC. They are hard to fight against because they bleed at half the rate of normal animals and have 50% toxic resistance. The Chimera has the unique ability to become enraged upon taking damage. This ability is called Rage Speed. They feel no pain at this stage and are 175% faster. It has a minimum containment strength of 70. Good night. What is the best version of Chimera in RimWorld? Write in the comments, what is the best according to you? Here are all versions of Chimera. Write what you think is the best in the comments. Get ready for a big video that I have been preparing for a long time. Good night. How to defend Death Paul in RimWorld. First way is simply destroy all the corpses on the map, cut up them for meat. If the corpse has rotted, burn it, either in the crematorium or burn with a Molotov cocktail, for example. If it's too late for this, and the shamblers have started to appear, simply seal off the base, wall off all entrances. They themselves will die in a few days. Like for more videos. Good night. RimWorld Components Facts. Components are extremely important for whole game. Components are materials required to build and repair electrical devices, as well as produce firearms, armor, and ship parts. Compacted machinery tiles have 2,000 health each. They can be found in small veins, ranging from 3 to 6 tiles in size. Each mine block has a base yield of 2 components. The interesting thing is that in the game code they are called Component Industrial. Do you want to know all the ways to get them? Give a like and I'll make a video about it. Like good night. Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 8. Death Pauls are an entity and weather event added by the Anomaly DLC that causes corpses exposed to it to be raised as shamblers. Death Paul will fall over the map tile for 1 to 3 days and resurrect any non-mechanoid corpses which are not indoors and under a roof. Reanimated corpses will regenerate vital body parts, but non-vital body parts such as eyes, arms, and more will stay damaged and destroyed. Like please. Good night. Do you know how steel looks like in RimWorld? You might remember this texture, but are you such a RimWorld veteran that you know this texture too? If so, you are a really old player because I don't remember this texture, but that's not all there is. One older steel texture. Have you ever seen this one? I don't, but you know the answer to the question. RimWorld Steel Facts. Steel is the most important resource in the entire game. Whenever I play RimWorld, it never happened to me that I had an excess of steel for a long time. Compacted steel tiles have 1,500 health each, making them one of the fastest ores to mine. It appears in huge deposits, and you can get up to 40 steel from one tile. One piece of steel costs 1.9 silver. Steel can be used to build walls, doors, weapons, statues, and other structures. Do you ever feel like you don't have enough steel and you don't know how to solve this problem? Watch my 2 previous videos, and in 90 seconds, I'll teach you how to never be low on steel again. Like please, good night. RimWorld Alpha Beaver Facts. Instead of silently spawning as other animals do, Alpha Beavers appear in a group only when the Alpha Beavers event triggers. In addition, Alpha Beavers can appear in Manhunter packs. And if you don't stop them, they will eat all the trees on the whole map. The event that spawns these beavers will only trigger in arid shrubland and tundra. Because maybe you've never even seen them if you're a newbie. Here you can see all the vulnerable parts of the Alpha Beaver's body. Good night. RimWorld Drug Tier List Part 4. Sorry, joke. But now I have your attention. It's December today. It's been almost 6 days since the last video. I took a break for a while. But now I come stronger and more determined. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of December. Yes, it's a lot, but I'll do my best. So for the next 30 days at least, you can expect a video every day. Subscription is worth it. Thank you for everything. Good night. What is the worst weapon in RimWorld? In this video, we will rather focus on which weapon gives the lowest damage. Charged rifle deals 15 damage per shot, but we can go much lower. Revolver deals 12 damage per shot. But that's still not the least. Short bow only gives 11 damage, and one hit from the minigun only does 10 damage. But we can go lower. One shot from machine pistol gives 6 damage. But now we can get to the really weakest weapon in the game. This weapon is the smoke launcher. Smoke launcher gives exactly 0 damage, and is the only weapon in the game that does not take a single life. Give a like. Good night. What animal can speed your caravan in RimWorld the most? An elephant, a dromedary, and a donkey can speed up the movement of the caravan by 30%. But there are 2 animals that can do it up to 60%. One of these animals is the famous Thrumbo. But Thrumbos are quite rare, and therefore the second animal that can do it as well as Thrumbo is a horse. A horse is a very good, maybe the most useful animal. Best for fast travel. Subscribe. Good night. How to find the ancient danger on this map? You may think that it is not possible without digging for long days, but there would be one way. Take a melee weapon. Put the colonist on manual control. Now you click on his weapon. Now when you drag cursor to an empty space, you will see this icon. Now, you will drive over the area of the mountains with your cursor, and you will not see this icon that I showed you, but your weapon. And then slowly drive over the mountains. When your cursor changes to... You have found an open space where there may be ancient danger. This trick can save you a lot of time. Give a like and write what you would like the next video about. Good night. Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 6, Void Monolith. Yes, the Void Monolith is taken as an entity for some reason. Monolith has 7 phases. The Monolith must be activated to start the Anomaly DLC store. The Monolith appears on all new colony maps by default. If you choose the Anomaly starting scenario, the Monolith will spawn right next to your crash landing. This allows you to form a base around it easier. Like please. Good night. What is the best animal for caravans in RimWorld? This can be evaluated according to 3 criteria. The first is carrying power. The second is the speed it adds to the caravan. And the third is resistance to cold weather. Today we will talk about the animal with the highest carrying power. In third place are yak and dromedary. In second place are horse, bison, and buffalo. And finally, the most useful animal for heavy-duty caravans is the elephant. An elephant can carry up to 140 kilograms, which is, for example, 280 steel, 4,666 potatoes, or 17,500 silver. Like if you want more videos. Good night. Today I prepared a RIMWORLD drug tier list for you. The first is Go Juice. Go Juice is a hard drug used mainly in combat. Reduces pain 10 times. The chance of an addiction that is unpleasant to get rid of is 2.6%. S tier. 2. Smoke leaf joint. I don't really like this substance. It reduces consciousness by 30%. That's a lot. It further increases the hunger rate. The only two positives are that it reduces pain by 20% and gives a plus 13 mood buff. D tier. Flake is quite an underrated substance. It gives you pretty good effects and gives you an incredible plus 35 mood buff. B tier. This is modified version of the first part, which for some reason has 1,000 views. So for most of you, it's the first time you see it. Like, please. Good night. Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 5. Bulb Freak. Bulb Freaks are entities and type of flesh beast. They deal high melee damage but are slow and are very easy to kill. However, once a Bulb Freak is killed, they will release many smaller flesh beasts from their body. Bulb Freaks are a highly valuable addition to any containment facility due to their advanced anomaly research opportunities, as well as a whopping 7 bioferrite per day by attaching a bioferrite harvester. Give a like for more videos. Good night. Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 4. Flesh beasts. Flesh beasts are entities that have these specific subtypes: Finger Spike, Tough Spike, Triss Spike, Bulb Freak, Dreadmeld. With the exception of the Dreadmeld, flesh beast fights are generally rather mild, as long as you have enough melee fighters, which is more important than ever in Anomaly. Flesh beasts utilize strength in numbers. In large groups they can be dangerous, so a few fighters will always be useful against them, and a minigun will also be useful. I will talk about each of their subtypes in other videos. Good night. How can pain be your friend in RIMWORLD? A colonist with a masochist trait will love pain. Minor pain gives him a plus 5 mood buff. Serious pain gives your colonist a plus 10 mood buff, but it doesn't end there. Intense pain even gives a plus 50 mood buff. Mind shattering gives a plus 20 mood buff. What do you say to that? Do you have any masochists in the colony? Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 3. Sight Stealer. It is likely to be one of the first anomalous entities a colony will encounter. This entity moves around the map invisible. It will reveal itself when it either gets close to a colonist or an invisibility disruptor, such as a disruptor flare. Although it may not seem like it due to invisibility, Sight Stealer are relatively weak entities that feel pain, bleed, and are susceptible to disease, and they are extremely vulnerable to fire. Sight Stealer's yield is 1.6 bioferrite per day when attached to a bioferrite harvester. The Sight Stealer is fairly weak, requiring only 30 containment strength. This means you can use wooden walls and a basic holding spot to contain it with minimal risk. And please, good night. What is the most useless plantable plant in RIMWORLD? Maybe you thought of fibercorn. Yes, like you, I can't remember the last time I used it, if it ever was. But it's not true because fibercorn has at least some use, but there are even 3 completely useless plants that can't even be harvested. Do you know? Yes, for some reason you can grow dandelions, daylilies, and roses in your field. When they grow to their maximum, they cannot be harvested, only mowed. What do you think about it? I lied. How to survive every infection in RIMWORLD. Infection on the head. Okay, amputation time. Now no longer has any infection. Easy. Just wait till it says infection in torso skull. Torso infection. But there is a way to cure every infection, including head and torso. If you have a colonist with any major disease or infection, simply put you colonist in the biosculptor pod. In 4.5 days, they will be healthy again. But you have to have the ideology DLC. Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 2. Harbinger Tree. Harbinger Tree is non-flammable type of tree added by the Anomaly DLC. This tree can spawn randomly from an event after activating the Void Monolith, spawned by the Void Provocation Psychic Ritual. When fully grown and harvested, they provide 15 bioferrite. The growth rate of a Harbinger tree will increase up to a maximum of 150% during the day, while it is actively consuming meat. But you don't have to worry, they are completely harmless, they just eat the corpse. Will not consume pemmican or meals of any type. Give a like. Good night. Hi, from the 28th of October to the 3rd of November, I will release one video every day. Subscribe to receive a notification about a new video every day, and you will always learn something new or interesting from RIMWORLD. Thank you. Good night. Hello, today I prepared the third part of the RIMWORLD drug tier list for you. Wake Up is the first. Wake Up is absolutely the best drug in the game in my opinion. It will give you 100% rest, plus 10% consciousness and these other benefits. It has almost no disadvantages. Therefore, from the moment you start to making it, your colonists will almost never sleep again. S tier. Yayo is a more expensive version of Flake. I've honestly never used this drug, but it gives plus 35 mood buff, but due to lack of knowledge. C tier. Beer. Beer is a social drug. It has several stages of drunkenness. can provide a mood buff of 10 to 26. Watch out for blackout. Almost no risk, so S tier. Psychic Tea. Psychic Tea is a relatively safe and cheap social drug that greatly improves mood, slightly reducing pain and the rate in which pawns get tired, gives plus 12 mood. Reduces pain by 10% and sleep fall rate by 20%. A tier. Like and subscribe. Good night. There are all ways to get steel in RIMWORLD. Non-renewable ways to get steel are mining. You just need to find a deposit of steel and extract it. Deconstruction is the second way. Dismantling of steel structures can give you small amount of steel. Semi-renewable, trading, bulk goods traders, and faction bases specifically. Visitors carry 200 to 300 steel, and orbital traders carry 500 to 800. Electric smelters. You can melt steel slag chunks or weapons to get steel. Weapons and armor based on the item smelted will give 25% of their original cost. Meteorites. These events can sometimes generate steel ore on your map which you can easily mine. This is the end of Part 1. Part 2 will be released on Friday CET. Good night. Bestiary of entities from Anomaly DLC Part 1. Shambler. Shambler are corpses which have been reanimated by Arco technology. They attack everything alive, but expire after a few days of movement. They appear in larger groups. They are easy to kill with firearms. Due to the fact that they do not feel pain, it is very difficult to capture them. The bioferret yield depends on the size. For example, you can get 1 bioferret from a reanimated human corpse, but you can extract up to 4 bioferret from a reanimated mega sloth. Analysis: Shamblers will not attack unless a pawn enters sight range of them, or unless sent as a raid. Most Shamblers move at nearly the same speed as a healthy pawn. They are only capable of melee attacks, and they are fairly durable. Good night. Do you know what crop is the best in RIMWORLD? For fast food in tight spaces like hydroponics, go with rice. It grows super fast, just 3 days, making it ideal if you need food quickly. But the yield per field is small and needs a lot of maintenance due to frequent harvesting and planting. Potatoes are best in rough soil or bad terrain. Potatoes take about 6.5 days to grow and do not need fertile ground, perfect for deserts or rocky areas. Otherwise, in everything, it is exactly the middle way in terms of yield to growth rate. Last, corn. Corn is good in long-growing season and stable weather. It grows slowly, around 13.5 days, but has the highest yield per tile, perfect for big, safe farms. What do you think is the best? He is dying. There is nothing we can do. Or, how to survive every infection in RIMWORLD. If a colonist suffers an injury in combat, there is a chance that he will get an infection. It can be easily cured, but what if it's too late? Not everyone knows that, so I'll tell you what to do. Click on Colonist, click on Health, then click on Operations. Now click on Add Bill, and now you choose which part of the body you want to amputate. After you amputate it, you have a healthy colonist. Although without a leg or an arm, at least he is alive. How to find the ancient danger on this map? You may think that it is not possible without digging for long days, but there would be one way. Take a melee weapon. Put the colonist on manual control. Now you click on his weapon. Now when you drag cursor to an empty space, you will see this icon. Now, you will drive over the area of the mountains with your cursor, and you will not see this icon that I showed you, but your weapon. And then slowly drive over the mountains. When your cursor changes to, you have found an open space where there may be ancient danger. This trick can save you a lot of time. Give a like and write what you would like the next video about. Good night. Hello, here are all ways to get steel in RIMWORLD Part 2. Semi-renewable methods. Shredding mechanoids. Mechanoids can be shredded at a machining table or, much less efficiently, at a crafting spot. With DLC royalty, you can use steel drop permit, 250 steel for free every 40 days. Mining camps can randomly spawn as a quest in the Ideology DLC. You need to kill the defense and have enough carrying power to carry all the materials home. Renewable. Deep drills. Each scan can give a deposit of up to 12,000 steel, and the ground will never run out of deposits. Last, long-range mineral scanners. For more info, watch my video about long-range mineral scanner. Thank you for your attention. Good night. 2 removed features from RIMWORLD. The first is pregnancy. It was previously possible for a colonist to become pregnant, but in the year 2016 in the Alpha 15 version, this was removed and returned to the game in 2022 as part of Biotech DLC. Second thing, some events have been removed in the Alpha 17 version in the year 2017. Some events, such as super tornadoes or extreme radiation, were removed because they were too destructive or incompatible with gameplay. Good night! Today I prepared the second part of the RIMWORLD drug tier list for you. The first substance today is luciferium. Luciferium is a rare, powerful, expensive, and dangerous drug that cannot be manufactured. It can heal permanent injuries, helps fight disease, and these other benefits. But once you take it, there is no going back. If you don't consume at least one piece in 10 days, you will die, but still S tier. The second substance today is penoxycyline. Penoxycyline is a pretty useless drug in my opinion. can only prevent users from catching malaria, sleeping sickness, and plague. Nothing more. It can't protect you from infection, which makes it less useful. Effect lasts 5 days. Not bad, but not necessary. C tier, last today, ambrosia. I already made a video about ambrosia, so I'll summarize it briefly. It is a social drug. Not hard to get a lot of her and can be sold for enough money. Plus 5 mood buff with no risks. A tier. Give a like, please. Good night. What is the best hydroponics placement in RIMWORLD? The best layout is called shuriken. You have to place 2 hydroponics like this first, then you place 4 like this, and finally, then we fill the space like this. You will need 24 components and 2,400 steel. Like and watch other videos for more tips. Good night. What is the rarest item in RIMWORLD? If you like to play Crash Landed, Naked Brutality, or other scenarios, you've probably never even seen it. Except for one scenario, Lost Tribe. In this scenario, you can get this item in 0 seconds. I'll give you 3 seconds to find it. Can you see that? You probably didn't find it, but it's this Jade Knife, the rarest item in RIMWORLD. This weapon is unique because it can only be obtained via the Lost Tribe scenario. It cannot be crafted nor purchased, and it's a pretty bad weapon. But now you know. What is the rarest loot that can be obtained from an ancient danger? In the base game, the 3rd rarest loot is Architect Eye, flat screen television, and these other items. The chance of finding one of them is 0.8%. The 2nd rarest loot is Triple Rocket Launcher, Tornado Generator, and Skill Trainer plants. The chance of finding these objects is 0.6%. And now we come to the rarest loot from the ancient danger, which is Skill Trainer Mining. Yeah, it is very random, with a chance to spawn of 0.4%. I don't know why it's like this, but now you know. How does tables work in RIMWORLD? How to force a colonist to eat at a table. Sometimes it happens to you that your colonist doesn't want to eat at the table and annoys you and you don't know what to do. That's why I'm here to explain it to you. Colonists more than 31 tiles away from a table at the moment, they decide to eat something, will ignore the table and eat where they stand, suffering a -3 mood. You're welcome, and here's one pro tip. Larger colonies may benefit from building a second dining room or have scattered tables, especially next to a kill box, mining site, or anima tree. Do you know? Today I prepared a RIMWORLD drug tier list for you. The first is Go Juice. Go Juice is a hard drug used mainly in combat. Reduces pain 10 times, increases consciousness by 20%, movement by 50%, and more. The chance of an addiction that is unpleasant to get rid of is 2.6%. S tier, 2 Smoke Leaf Joint. I don't really like this substance. It reduces consciousness by 30%, that's a lot. Further increases the hunger rate. The only 2 positives are that it reduces pain by 20% and gives a +13 mood buff, but it's very cheap and easy to make. D tier, Flake is quite an underrated substance. It gives you pretty good effects. It reduces pain twice and sleep fall rate 3 times and gives you an incredible +35 mood buff, but only for 6 hours. When the gate is reasonable, it's safe. B tier, like good night. RIMWORLD arid shrubland facts. A dry region but not dry enough to become a true desert. Open plains with grasses and bushes give way to scattered groves of trees. Plants are hardy and there is a moderate density of animals, but arable soil is hard to find. Growing season 40 days to a full year. Average temperature 30 to 15 degrees. The maximum temperature is 35 degrees. The minimum temperature is 0 degrees. Roads and rivers can appear here. For caravans, forgeability is 50%. Disease frequency 0.9 per year. Plants, agave, berry bush, dandelions, drago tree, grass, pincushion cactus, saguaro cactus, goranman tree, timber shroom, anima tree. Animals, bison, boomalope, boomrat, cougar, donkey, dromedary, elephant, emu, fennec fox, gazelle, guinea pig, hare, horse, iguana, megasloth, ostrich, rat, rhinoceros. Subscribe and you will receive a notification for a new interesting video. Good night. Thrumbofur or Hyperweave, which is better? Today I will compare them in 8 different statistics. Are you ready? Beauty factor. Hyperweave is the 2nd most beautiful textile in the game. Thrumbofur is the 1st. Max hit points factor. Hyperweave is the best in the game, and Thrumbofur is 2nd. Sharp attack protection. Thrumbofur is the best in the game, slightly better than Hyperweave. Protection against blunt attack. Hyperweave is the best in the game. Thrumbofur 2nd. Heat protection. Hyperweave is the 2nd best in the game. Thrumbofur is on 3rd place. Cold insulation. Thrumbofur is 2nd best in the game. Hyperweave is 5th. Heat insulation. Hyperweave is the best in the game. Thrumbofur is 3rd. Lowest flammability. As Hyperweave is on 1st place, Thrumbofur is 3rd. Hyperweave deservedly wins. This video was requested, so write me your idea for the short in the comments, and maybe you will see your idea in the video. Thank you. Good night. RIMWORLD Boreal Forest Facts. Forests of coniferous trees. Despite the harsh winters, boreal forests sustain a diverse population of small and large animals, and have warm summers. Growing season 10 to 30 days a year. Average temperature is 10 to -10 degrees. The maximum temperature is 25 degrees, and the minimum temperature is -35 degrees. Roads and rivers can appear here. For caravans, forgeability is 75%. Disease frequency 1.0 per year. Plants, berry bush, birch tree, brambles, bush, grass, moss, pine tree, poplar tree, Heel root, harbinger tree, barnland tree, timber tree, anima tree, fauna, arctic fox, arctic wolf, caribou, cougar, deer, elk, grizzly bear, hare, horse, ibex, lynx, mega sloth, buffalo, raccoon, rat, red fox, squirrel, timber wolf, turkey, warg, wild boar, yak. Thanks for watching. If you are interested in something about herbal medicine in RIMWORLD, watch my last video. Please like. Good night. RIMWORLD sheep facts. Sheep are easily tameable herbivores. Sheep was added in update 1.1. Sheep can join the player in a random event, or bought from faction bases and from bulk goods traders. Sheep can be sheared for 45 wool every 10 days. Sheep produce as much wool as alpacas, but have a lower hunger rate. Sheep is the most efficient animal to gain wool in RIMWORLD. Sheep cannot carry loads in caravans. Meat yield is 105 mutton. Leather yield is 33 plain leather. Offspring per birth 1 to 2, on average 1.3. Average DPS of sheep is 2.50. Market value is 210 silver for one sheep. Like the video. Good night. RIMWORLD Thrumbo facts. Thrumbos are fictional large creatures and icons of the RIMWORLD. Most powerful animals, the strongest defense and attack. Not native to any biome. Instead, appearing in all biomes through a random event. Previously, only one appeared in one event, but since version 1.1, spawn rate is changed to send from 2 to 6 thrumbos. Thrumbos are both herbivorous and dendrivorous. One thrumbo is worth 4,000 silver. Its special horn is a pretty good melee weapon, plus it can be sold for quite a bit of money. Thrumbo's coat is one of the most beautiful in the game, and things made from it have much better defense and isolation. Thrumbo is very difficult to tame. The best way is if your colonist has inspiration, because even at level 20, you may only have a 1% chance to tame it. Do you like thrumbos? Do you think they are icons of RIMWORLD? Write a comment and like. Good night. Best way to heat your RIMWORLD base? Thanks to steam geysers, you can heat up your base and even get electricity from it in the late game. If you simply build a room around a steam geyser and connect it to your base, you can enjoy a large amount of heat, which can easily save your life because it costs nothing. But beware, this does not work on sea ice because there are no steam geysers. If you close this room, watch out for heat stroke because the temperatures can get very high. Good night. How long does it take to complete RIMWORLD? I don't know, I never measured it, but I asked the ChatGPT and this is what it told me. 1. Escape via ship, default scenario. Takes 20 to 50 hours real-time or in-game time, 200 to 500 days, 2 to 7 years. You have to research a spaceship, build it, and defend it from attacks. Difficulty, 7 out of 10. 2. Royal Ascent, DLC royalty. Takes 20 to 40 hours real-time or in-game time, 150 to 400 days, 2 to 5 years. You have to get honor and get the highest degree. Hardest part, according to GPT, is managing royal demands and defending the final quest. Difficulty, 6 out of 10. 3. Arcanexus DLC ideology will take 30 to 60 hours real-time or in-game time, 400 to 800 days, 6 to 10 years. Hardest part, rebuilding from scratch multiple times while keeping morale high. Difficulty, 8 out of 10. Last scenario is losing, dying, or giving up. No need to say anything. Joke, everyone who has ever played RIMWORLD knows how hard it is not to lose. ChatGPT helped me with this video. What do you think of his opinions, my dear viewer? Write in the comment. Like and subscribe, please. Good night. RIMWORLD Herbal Medicine Facts. Herbal medicine is an organic medicine used in doctoring to improve the results of medical treatment. It's the worst kind of medicine in the game. Herbal medicine will spoil in 150 days or 2.5 years if not refrigerated. It can be harvested from heel root and wild heel root purchased from Neolithic traders or found on tribal pawns. Herbal medicine has a 60% chance of surgery success. Herbal medicine has a maximum quality treatment of 70%. This was added in beta 19/1. XP factor is times 0.5. The market value is 10 silver and the stack limit is 25. If you are interested in things about thrumbos, check out my last short. Good night. What is the most forgotten building in RIMWORLD? In my opinion, one of the most forgotten and useless structures are sandbags. Their end happened with update 1.1 in 2020. This update added barricades. They are cheaper, moreover, barricades made of some raw materials are non-flammable. Barricades are nicer, they give -3 beauty. Sandbags -10. Beware, but sandbags can be built on any surface. Barricades cannot be built on soft surfaces. So are sandbags the most useless or completely forgotten, really? Do you use them? Write your opinion in the comment. Good night. Randy Random Facts. Randy Random is a wild storyteller whose main characteristic is triggering challenges at any time. Randy also multiplies his raid points by 0.5 times to 1.5 times, resulting in both easier and harder difficulty raids than you should be receiving. It is possible to receive back-to-back raids at 1.5 times, but also a quadrum of relative peace with a 0.5 times raid. In the long term, Randy will average about as many threats sent as Cassandra. Randy fires events at an average of 1.35 a day. Not all events are fired via Randy. Some events, like quests, are fired separately, and not controlled by Randy's firing mechanism. If Randy has not fired a major threat after 13 days, the next Randy fired event becomes a major threat. Randy makes this game exactly the way I think it should be, but sometimes it's boring when no one has attacked you for, say, 15 days, and increasing the difficulty to easily 500% of the danger doesn't help much. Like, please, good night. The long-range mineral scanner can detect mineral deposits in nearby areas outside of your colony. It is controlled by a colonist researcher and can be tuned to find different minerals like gold, silver, steel, past steel, component, jade and uranium. Long-range mineral scanners can be constructed once the long-range mineral scanner research has been completed. You will need 200 stales for construction, 6 components, 2 advanced components, almost 3 minutes, and a construction skill of 8. Finding a deposit is guaranteed after 480,000 ticks, which is 8 in-game days of work. When the long-range scanner completes a scan, it will trigger its respective quest on a random tile between 6 and 25 cells away. The target area can either be unguarded, surrounded by a small manhunter pack. Here's a table of what you should know. Good night. Tree facts in RIMWORLD. Trees are the main way to get wood in RIMWORLD. At 40% growth, it is possible to obtain 50% of their yield. The fastest growing tree, excluding bonsai, is the saguaro cactus. You get the most wood from teak tree and cypress tree, 60 wood. The biggest production per day has saguaro cactus and pollux tree, 163 wood per day. Trees are able to grow in the temperature range 0 degree to 58 degree. Trees are natural food sources for alpha beavers and thrumbos. The only tree that produces food is the cacao tree. This tree gives chocolate. 4 trees are added in the Ideology DLC, 1 in Royalty DLC, 5 in Biotech DLC, and in Anomaly 1 tree, which is actually an entity. Good night. What is the best early game weapon in RIMWORLD? It's definitely not just any kind of bow. The main candidates for winning will be bolt action rifle, chain shotgun, LMG, heavy SMG. Bolt action rifles and chain shotguns have the most damage. Chain shotgun has the strongest stopping effect. Bolt action rifle has the highest armor penetration. The heavy SMG has the fastest aiming time. LMG is best against hordes of enemies. Therefore, it is not possible to universally determine the best, but in short. Bolt action rifle against strong enemies, it is also at a distance. Chain shotgun the most powerful at close range, in small spaces to buildings and so on. Heavy SMG has good range, damage and rate of fire, probably the most universal. LMG best against unarmored enemies. What do you think about it? Please like this video. Good night. Cassandra Classic Facts. Cassandra Classic is a storyteller in RIMWORLD that offers a balanced and progressively increasing challenge. As your colony grows in wealth and population, it steadily increases in difficulty, ensuring you're constantly tested without sudden, unpredictable swings. Unlike other narrators, Cassandra provides a middle ground. She's not as calm as Phoebe Chillax, but Cassandra is not chaotic like Randy Random. As the difficulty continues to increase, you must constantly upgrade your defenses and carefully manage your resources. There are no long breaks, something challenging is always around the corner. For players who want a consistent and challenging experience, Cassandra Classic is the perfect choice, as it supports growth while ensuring you are ready for what lies ahead. Good night. Did you know this about pain in RIMWORLD? Pain has 4 phases and each one affects the mood in some way. Minor 1 is 14% pain, -5 mood. For psychopaths, it's always the opposite, so in this case, +5 moods. Serious is 15 to 39%, -10 mood. Intense 40 to 70%, -50 mood. Mind-shattering 80% or more. Mood -20. A standard pawn will go down upon reaching mind-shattering pain. How drugs affect pain. Go Juice -90% pain. Yayo -50% pain. Luciferium -20%. Psychite Tea -10%. Beer -10 to 90% depends on the user's condition. What is the best weapon in RIMWORLD? Charge Lance gives the most damage in the game. Chain Shotgun and Pump Shotgun have the highest stopping power. The minigun has the fastest attack speed. The Sniper Rifle has the longest range. But which weapon is the best of them all? I think this fight is between 4 weapons. Minigun, Charge Lance, Charge Rifle, and Chain Shotgun. So let's find out. The Chain Shotgun is strong at close range, but the main disadvantage is the long range, so it's not the best. Charge Lance strong against heavily armored enemies, but bad against hordes. Minigun has it exactly the opposite. So it seems to me that the best is the Charge Rifle, the best armor penetration, speed, and damage balance of all. The best is but the wrong word, always depends on the situation. And besides, the Charge Rifle is an endgame weapon. Like for the video about the best early game weapon. Good night. Flamethrower in RIMWORLD? The Incinerator is a flamethrower-like ranged weapon added by the Anomaly DLC. Incinerators can be crafted at a bioferrite shaper once the bioferrite weaponry research has been completed. Each requires 75 steel, 6 components, 30 bioferrite. I don't know if I'm alone, but I didn't even know it existed until today. Damage 10, Flame. DPS 4839. Pyromaniac pawns receive a +2 mood buff while equipped with an incinerator, and an additional +8 mood buff when used on an enemy. Check out my other videos and please, good night.
Facts about ambrosia.
Ambrosia is a raw social drug. Ambrosia adds +5 to mood, and its effect lasts for 16 hours and provides 0.2 nutrition plus 150% recreation. Ambrosia cannot be farmed by the player. Over time, ambrosia bushes appear randomly around the map during ambrosia events. Ambrosia bushes can be harvested multiple times, each time they fully grow 4 fruits. Once a pawn has a tolerance of 15% or higher, each dose carries a chance of addiction that scales with tolerance. Unrefrigerated ambrosia fruit spoils in 30 days. The market value of ambrosia is 15 silver per piece.
If you want to learn interesting things about other things in RIMWORLD, watch my new video.
RIMWORLD time facts. 1 game year, 60 days, lasts 16 hours and 40 minutes real time. 1 quadrum, 15 days, lasts 4 hours and 10 minutes. 1 day lasts 60 minutes and 40 seconds. And the last 1 hour lasts 42 seconds. On normal game speed, it's like this, but the player has the option to speed up time by 2 times or 3 times. As I mentioned earlier, 1 year in RIMWORLD only has 60 days. The year is divided into 4 quadrums. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's April, May, spring, Jugus, summer, September, autumn, December, winter. If you are from the southern hemisphere, it is the opposite. The time of day has a few effects on gameplay. Time determines the level of light outdoors, and plants can only grow from 6 to 19 to 12. Colonists with the night owl trait consider it daytime from 11 to 18 and nighttime from 23 to 6. If you want to learn more interesting things from the world of RIMWORLD, watch my last videos. Please like and subscribe for more interesting videos, everything you need to know about Royalty DLC. This DLC adds a new Ultratech faction, the Empire. Titles are awarded by the Empire as a sign of nobility. A higher title gives you many privileges with the Empire, but comes with increasing demands. To get titles, your colonists need to earn honor. This can be obtained from quests for the Imperium in exchange for gold or prisoners. Titles are shown here. The Royal Ascent quest is a new endgame quest that offers you to end the game once you have a colonist with the title of Count. Mechanoid clusters is a major new threat added to the game. It adds several new units such as Centipede, Lancer, Pikeman, and many others. The Royalty DLC adds a lot of quests. Many new items are added in this DLC such as Mono Sword, Zeus Hammer, and Plasma Sword, Cataphract Armor, EMP grenades, jump packs, and many more. This DLC also adds diseases, furniture, floors, and artificial body parts. My opinion is that this DLC is 100% worth it. RIMWORLD Gold Fact: gold is the most expensive material in the game. It appears in the smaller veins of 2 to 8 tiles. Gold is the most impressive material. 1 gold is worth 10 silver. You can also exchange gold for honor when the Royal Tribute Collector comes, 67 gold for 1 honor point. Gold is also needed in the construction of various buildings. You can also use gold to make the most beautiful sculptures, but it is needed 10 times more than other materials. If you have a good inspired artist, you can make a good business. If I create a small statue of legendary quality gold, it will cost me 500 gold or 5,000 silver, but the created statue is worth 80-60 silver. Použitá. Well, that was my last 9 months in one video. Good night.